पापा को सीधा आके चाकू से यहाँ मार दिया। पापा को मार दिया यहाँ पे चाकू से। पापा को मारते नीचे गिर गया पापा। मैं और भाई तो सबसे लास्ट में आया था उसको। मैं सीधा नीचे बाहर भी नहीं गया। मेरे को ऐसे 6 लोग लेके पकड़ के उससे चले गए।
सर टोटल कितने लोग थे सर आपका ऊपर हमला किया ना सर? कितने लोग थे सर और किससे हमला किया? क्या कुछ वेपन्स यूज किया आपको स्टैब करने के लिए और प्रभु सर को स्टैब करने के लिए?
सर मेरे को मारे थे सर, चाकू से मारे थे यहाँ पे, ये पूरा प्लस यहाँ प्लस इस पीछे, ये यहाँ पे मेरे को लकड़ी डंडा से मारा प्लस चाकू से मारा। भाई को मेरा जो लो वाला राड है राड से मारा, चाकू से यहाँ पे मार दिया भाई को। पापा को चाकू में मारा, यहाँ पहले मार दिया पापा को, नीचे गिर गया। मैं बाहर गया, मेरे को लेके चला गया, मेरे को मारते, मेरे को भी होश नहीं है। प्लस भाई मेरे को बचाने के लिए दौड़ के आया था। उसको किसी को मारा नहीं, ना किसी को कुछ गाली दिया। उसको ये कि पीछे मारते वो उधर ही गिर गया। नीचे गिरना के बाद भी उसको मार रहे पकड़ के। अभी आर्मी वालों को मेरे को देख के बोल रहे हैं तू आर्मी में तो मेरा बाल भी उखाड़ नहीं सकता, मेरा बाल भी नहीं उखाड़ सकता करके मेरे को बोल के मेरे भाई को मार दिया। अभी मेरे को क्या करूँ, मैं कुछ नहीं है। अभी मैं भी फौज में नहीं जाऊँगा, मैं नहीं जाऊँगा सर। अभी
सर आप एक सिपाही है, आप एक सोल्जर है, हिम्मत नहीं हारना है सर। अभी लड़ाई बाग पूरा नहीं हुआ है सर, बहुत दूर जाना है हम भी। और सर आप क्या मांग है सर आपको इस गवर्नमेंट का साथ? डीएमके का चीफ मिनिस्टर है स्टालिन, उसका पार्टी का काउंसलर आपका ऊपर हमला करता है, ये लोग दिन दहाड़े गुंडागिरी करता है, तो उसका साथ आपका मांग क्या है सर? और आप कुछ मदद चाहता है सर इंडियन आर्मी से? आप आर्मी को अप्रोच कर सकते हैं सर, क्योंकि हमको एसपी ने बोला, कृष्णगिरी एसपी ने बोला है आर्मी लोग भी उसका ऊपर बहुत प्रेशर डाल रहे हैं, इसलिए एक्शन लिया था। और वही बोल दिया कृष्णगिरी एसपी ने। तो आप आर्मी का साथ क्या रिक्वेस्ट करना है सर? क्योंकि आप यू आर स्टिल अ सर्विंग सोल्जर एंड वी वांट टू टेल यू दैट यू शुड नॉट लूज करेज एंड यू शुड गो अहेड विद दिस फाइट, बिकॉज इफ दिस कैन हैपन टू एन आर्मी मैन नोबडी इज सेफ।
उनको पूरे को पनिशमेंट चाहिए सर। जितने भी मारे थे, जितने भी पकड़े थे, उनको पूरे को पनिशमेंट चाहिए। 2 लड़की सर, छोटे छोटे बच्चे, 3 साल का, 1 6 महीना का है सर। इनको क्या करूं सर मैं बताओ। उनका भी कुछ नहीं है, 4 साल हुआ उसका शादी होके, 26 साल का है सर। वो क्या कर रहा है सर बताओ। कुछ नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ सर, मैं अकेला हूँ सर, अकेला हूँ सर, कुछ नहीं है सर। अब
सर एक आखिरी सवाल सर आपको, आपका ऊपर हमला हुआ सर, 9 लोग हमला किया सर आपका ऊपर, पर कितने लोग देख रहा था सर? पब्लिक भी कुछ भी नहीं किया सर?
कुछ नहीं किया सर, पब्लिक कुछ नहीं किया सर, पब्लिक कुछ नहीं किया सर, पूरा देख रहे थे। क्यों जितना भी मार रहे थे, कम से कम 6 परिवार है सर उनमें, 6 परिवार है, 6 परिवार। उनका भाई सिस्टर वगैरह, जिसको सिस्टर से शादी करके दिया वो इन्होंने आगे मारे थे सर।
सर कौन सी पार्टी का लोग थे सर? ये हम जानना चाहते हैं, हमारे व्यूअर्स भी जानना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि भारत पूछ रहा है सर कौन सी लोगो पार्टी का है, कौन सी पॉलिटिशियन है?
डीएमके का सर।
डीएमके का
सर, तमिल में बोलते हैं सर तिमुका। डीएमके वाला पार्टी है, पूरे जितने भी थे वो डीएमके वाली पार्टी है सर, एक दूसरे कोई नहीं है, वही है, पूरे 6 के 6 परिवार वही है सर।
सर आप तमिलनाडु चीफ मिनिस्टर स्टालिन को कुछ बोलना चाहता है सर?
इनको देख लो सर, इनको कुछ मदद करो, मेरे को नहीं करना। जो 2 बच्चे हैं उनको करो सर, उनका करने के लिए बस इतने ही हेल्प मांग रहा हूँ और कुछ नहीं मांगूंगा।
ठीक है सर, ठीक है। Going ahead and looking at what Mr. Prabhakar, the brother of the deceased Lance Naik Prabhu, is speaking, it is definitely quite sad that such a sorry state of affairs is being seen in the state of Tamil Nadu, requesting action by the government of Tamil Nadu as well. So all said and done, we will have to see as to what sort of concrete action will be taken, that the accused are already behind bars. Over to you in the studios, Rukma.
Well, stay with us, Prajwal, and thank you very much for that detailed report. More details emerging as a result of that. Going across to Aneri now, who's joining us from Chennai. Aneri, you just heard the family members of the murdered soldier, Lance Naik Prabhu. They've clearly said that it was DMK workers who attacked him. Give us a sense of the kind of reaction this is getting, because we have yet to hear from the Chief Minister, but after the arrest of the councillor Chinnaswamy, what are the reactions that are coming in?
Well, Rukma, as you rightly pointed out, after the incident took place, we saw that how there was arrest of Chinnaswamy along with few others was made by the police officials. But then now the larger question remains is that why is the DMK government silent? Why there is no response? Well, let me tell you, there is no reply from the DMK government, no answers from the DMK government yet over all of this incident, where we are seeing that how there has been a massive anger from the oppositions, where we are seeing that they say that they will continue to stage protests demanding justice, and also not to forget how after a relentless coverage, after a relentless campaign by Republic, we see that finally Chinnaswamy along with few others were arrested in this particular case where Lance Naik Prabhu was murdered, and also how his family members were also attacked. We also just heard the brother of Lance Naik Prabhu, where he was seen very clearly saying that it was the DMK workers, DMK leaders who attacked them, and that led to the death of Lance Naik Prabhu. But definitely we are seeing that there's no reply from the DMK government yet over this incident, which has turned out to a big one.
Well, many thanks, Aneri, and thanks to Prajwal as well for joining us on that story. And let's shift focus now. It's the big Tripura elections, setting the stage for election season. Polling is underway in 60 seats, Tripura, in a multi-cornered contest in which the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party and Indigenous People's Front of Tripura, that's one alliance. It's a three-cornered contest. Remember, viewers, it is facing a challenge from an alliance of the left and the Congress and the Tripura Indigenous Progressive Regional Alliance, MOTA, which has emerged as the new entrant in the political battle for this northeastern state. Results for the elections will be announced on the 2nd of March, and a total of a little over 28 lakh voters will decide the fate of 259 candidates in the fray. And let's listen in to some reactions coming in. Polling is underway in full swing.
Who said? Let them speak. Let them speak. The result will speak.
सबसे बड़ी चुनौती क्या है इसका?
कोई चुनौती नहीं। कोई चुनौती।
বলছি একাধিক জায়গা থেকে খুব কম সংখ্যক অভিযোগ আসছে, যেটা উপনির্বাচন বা পুরভোটে দেখা গিয়েছিল প্রচুর অভিযোগ।
দেখুন এইগুলো তো ইনস্টিগেট कर रहा है, ওরাই করছে, কাজে ন্যাচারালি আমাদের তরফ থেকে তো কোনো অবস্থায় আমরা এগুলো বলি না। लास्ट ईयर जितना मिला है इससे ज्यादा मिलेगा इस बार।
सीपीएम और कांग्रेस पे गठबंधन में लड़ रहे हैं सर इस बार, उसमें कुछ टिप्पणी?
इससे क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? ये अनहोली अलायंस है, कोई फायदा नहीं होगा इससे। ये और कम
कल रात को बॉम्बिंग हुआ है, सीपीएम एलिगेशन कर रही है।
आप देखो बॉम्बिंग का कल्चर कौन किया था पहले? सीपीएम कर रहे थे, कांग्रेस कर रहे थे, ये लोग जानबूझकर ये कर रहे हैं। हम लोगों को मालूम था, और प्रशासन जरूर काम करेंगे। अभी तो माने इलेक्शन कमीशन के अंडर में है, लेकिन हमारा तरफ से हम बार बार हमारा जो कार्यकर्ता इनको हम लोग कह दिए इसमें इंस्टिगेशन में नहीं फंसना है। और हम लोग चाहते नहीं, आप जानते हैं उनका कल्चर क्या है, सीपीएम का क्या कल्चर था, कांग्रेस का क्या कल्चर था, जानबूझकर ये सब करते हैं। इनका कुछ नहीं होगा, ये सब देखिए 5 साल के बाद हमेशा आता रहता है दूसरा।
अब ये मेरा कहने का मतलब यही है, अभी जो वोट शांतिपूर्ण हो रहा है, 4 बजे से जो होने से त्रिपुरा में वो शांति बस सुकून मिल जाएगा। ठीक है, कुछ दिन पहले वो वोट इलेक्शन हो रहा, बाई इलेक्शन भी हो रहा है, हुआ पुराने भी वोट हुआ, शांतिपूर्ण वोट नहीं हुआ। अभी जो वोट हो रहा है ना, अब लाइन देखे कितना लाइन चल रहा है, तभी शांतिपूर्ण होने से पुराने में हम वोट नहीं दिया नहीं, बाई इलेक्शन में वोट नहीं दिया। अभी आज असली इलेक्शन में हम वोट दे रहे हैं, ये मेरा खुशी है। सारा त्रिपुरा में शांति मिल जाएगा, शांति आ जाएगा। हाँ, वोट देने के जो पार्टी आएगा, जो सीट में बैठेगा, वो सारा त्रिपुरा में शांति के कायम आ जाएगा, डेवलपमेंट हो जाएगा, बहुत कुछ हो रहा है। शांति होने से सब कुछ शांति मिल जाएगा। हम शांतिपुरा में आर टाउन बरदाली, मोहम्मद रफीक मियाँ।
बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है, मतलब फर्स्ट टाइम दे रही हूँ तो बहुत एक्साइटमेंट है कि कैसा होने वाला है, मतलब प्रोसीड्योर एंड ऑल, तो बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है। बहुत ज़रूरी है, हमारी ये फंडामेंटल राइट है कि हम भी कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट करें टू द स्टेट, कि कौन हमारे रिप्रेजेंटेटिव बने इन द स्टेट, एंड बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है कि डेवलपमेंट एंड फॉर एवरीथिंग इन द स्टेट।
Absolutely, very important. It's a constitutional right as well as a constitutional duty. इसीलिए सुबह सुबह उठ के आ गए सब पूरे फैमिली के साथ। क्या आशाएं हैं उनसे? Being someone of my age group, I would say more jobs in the city. When I say jobs, just not government jobs, right? Private players should come up into the state as well. That would change the economic condition, the stature in which we stand right now, and most importantly, I'd say no post-war violence. We have seen in last 2 elections, not only in 18, even 13. I'm old enough to remember all this. So that's all. What else?
And breaking news coming in now from Thane in Maharashtra. A fatal attack on Thane Municipal Corporation Assistant Commissioner Mahesh Ahir. That's what we are hearing. He was attacked and an FIR has been registered. Among those in the dock, among those who have an FIR now against their names is NCP leader Jitendra Ohad. Mahesh Ahir is considered the domineering Assistant Commissioner of the Thane Municipal Encroachment Department. Well, he's supposed to be one of the main men of the Thane Municipal Encroachment Department. And to take us through actually what happened, because details as yet are still sketchy. Viewers, you can see the visuals there, is Sandeep, my colleague with me. Sandeep, what can you tell us about the entire incident? What are the details that are emerging? Although we do hear that an FIR has been lodged against those who were responsible.
Yes, Rukma, a case has been in fact filed at Naupada Police Station in Thane with sections of IPC 353, 307, 332, 5062, 143, 148, 149 and 120B, and also Arms Act of 325, 425 of IPC has been pressed against the miscreants and the supporters of NCP leader and the former cabinet minister Jitendra Awad, and also Awad is also booked into this case. And as per the information that we have received is that there was an audio clip that was viral wherein Mahesh Ahir allegedly conspired and ordered a few of the sharpshooters sitting in jail to order to kill the son-in-law of Jitendra Awad, following which there was a lot of anger in the supporters of Jitendra Awad, Hence, they took this step and, in fact, assaulted physically the Assistant Municipal Commissioner of Thane. And, in fact, there is no confirmation of the audio clip. But, yes, after this audio clip was viral in social media, the NCP supporter and award supporter got aggressive and, in fact, physically assaulted the Assistant Municipal Commissioner Mahesh Ahir. In fact, the police had to take out the gun, and in fact, then he was able to, in fact, they were in fact able to save him. Although it is a very shocking incident wherein a Assistant Municipal Commissioner has been beaten so brutally by NCP supporters.
Right, brutally beaten, but as of now, some action has been taken. Among those in the dock are NCP leader Jitendra Ohad. But there is a background. Many thanks, Sandeep, for joining us there and for bringing us all those details. Viewers, let's take a look and listen to that video that we have once again of the entire incident. And let's take a look now at some international news. Republican Nikki Haley kicks off her 2024 presidential campaign. Haley cast herself as a figure for generational change. Pakistan hikes prices of petrol and gas to appease International Monetary Fund for unlocking critical loan tranche. International Monetary Fund predicts global inflation set to drop this year amid subpar economic growth. Death toll in the earthquakes in Turkey and Syria crosses 40,000. Authorities say 35,000 have lost their lives in Turkey and 5,500 in Syria. With the full-scale war in Ukraine about to enter its second year, UN appeals for $5.6 billion to ease the plight of the millions of people affected. And time now for a short break. Coming up on the other side, BBC continues to face IT heat. Surveys at its offices in Mumbai and the national capital. Also coming up, 2 dead in tragic helicopter crash in Alabama. Authorities say investigation underway.
The development of a nation is influenced by education.
Education that does not enable independent thinking and knowing is devoid of something fundamental.
Education helps implement effective social reforms.
Focus more on the fundamentals like the skills of decision making, mental models, or love towards reading.
Education's main purpose is to build the necessary skills which help us to succeed in life.
Catch the special episode of Read India celebration this weekend only on Republic TV.
QS&THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
जो देश दशकों से सबसे बड़ा डिफेंस इंपोर्टर था, वो अब दुनिया के 75 देशों को डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
Why, sir? But why?
No, I don't.
We'll speak, sir.
No, I won't speak.
About your statement.
No, I won't speak.
That you made yesterday.
No, I don't want to speak. Oh, please. I don't want to speak.
What's wrong in that?
I don't want to speak. That's all. Why do you want to force me?
No, yeah, I'm not forcing you. I'm
Yes,
just
you're telling
asking
me
you.
to speak.
No, no. Actually, you have made this statement
That's what
yesterday.
बंद करो ऐसे कैमरा.
I'm just asking. Actually, Fox have made this statement yesterday, and are you still stand with your statement?
Light utility helicopter which is being designed and manufactured by the HAL. So a massive development by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the light utility helicopter in this particular category, going on to show that India is moving towards Atmanirbharta, and HAL is definitely going on and providing a shot in the arm for the Air Force sector as well.
Kashmiri Pandits are staging protests here in Jammu, demanding the release of their salaries and also the security in the Kashmir Valley. They are saying till the time that the security is not restored, they won't be going back to the Kashmir Valley. But the Jammu and Kashmir police has imposed section 144 in the area, and they have been asked to move away from the area. The protesters have been
सनब्लिंग ने मर्चेंट से मतलब हुमायूं से ये कांटेक्ट किया
और उसको जो अमाउंट के 250 करोड़ जैसा अभी मेरे पास वो भी पेपर नहीं है.
हाँ.
तो वो लोग उसको दे दिया,
जबकि आपका एमओयू ऑलरेडी ट्रस्ट के साथ था. उसके बीच में ही सनब्लिंग ने मर्चेंट से बात की, हुमायूं मर्चेंट से बात करने के बाद उन्होंने जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है वो कर लिया.
A very good morning. Thanks for tuning in. We are live and breaking. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Let's get started with the top headlines this Thursday morning. Fate of 259 candidates on the line as the big election of 2023 gets underway. Outrage across the country as India demands justice for Lance Naik, Prabhu Singh. Republic's relentless coverage forces action. DMK Councillor arrested, but Stalin dons silence. BBC continues to face IT heat. Surveys at offices in Mumbai and national capital for third consecutive day. Two dead in tragic helicopter crash in Alabama. Authorities say investigation underway. Nepal king makes first public appearance. Demands of monarchy made. All right, we begin with our top focus. Polling is underway in Tripura in a multi-cornered contest in which the ruling BJP and Indigenous People's Front of Tripura is facing challenge from an alliance of the left and the Congress. So 60 seats that are up for grabs. In Tripura, a three-cornered fight in battleground Tripura as we speak. 60 seats up for grabs in which 259 candidates in the fray. In battleground Tripura, remember BJP is looking to retain power in the state, whereas the left Congress have formed an alliance seeking to oust the BJP. Meanwhile, a third contender has also emerged in Tripura as we speak. So the polling is underway. 60 seats, of course, up for grabs. 59 candidates are in fray. Polling taking place in more than 3,300 polling stations. And 28 lakh voters will cast their votes today. The visuals, of course, coming in right now of the polling that began at 7 a.m. this morning. A reaction that has also come in from the incumbent Chief Minister Manik Saha. Let's listen in.
On the fact and they're going to prosecute.
Who said? Let them speak. Let them speak. रिजल्ट विल स्पीक।
सबसे बड़ी चुनौती क्या है इसका?
कोई चुनौती नहीं,
क्या है?
कोई चुनौती।
বলছি একাধিক জায়গা থেকে খুব কম সংখ্যক অভিযোগ আসছে, যেটা উপনির্বাচন বা পুরোপুরি দেখা গিয়েছিল প্রচুর অভিযোগ।
দেখুন এইগুলো তো ইনস্টিগেট कर रहे हैं, ওরাই করছে কাজে ন্যাচারালি আমাদের তরফ থেকে তো কোনো অবস্থায় আমরা এগুলো বলি না। लास्ट ईयर जितना मिला है इससे ज्यादा मिलेगा इस बार।
सीपीएम और कांग्रेस पे गठबंधन में लड़ रहे हैं सर इस बार, उसमें कुछ टिप्पणी?
इससे क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? ये अनहोली अलायंस है, कोई फायदा नहीं होगा इससे। ये और कम
कल रात को बॉम्बिंग हुआ है, सीपीएम एलिगेशन कर रहे हैं।
आप देखो बॉम्बिंग का कल्चर कौन किया था पहले? सीपीएम कर रहे थे, कांग्रेस कर रहे थे, ये लोग जानबूझकर ये कर रहे हैं। हम लोग को मालूम था और प्रशासन जरूर काम करेंगे। अभी तो माने इलेक्शन कमीशन के अंडर में है, लेकिन हमारा तरफ से हम बार बार हमारा जो कार्यकर्ता है इनको हम लोग कह दिए इसमें इंस्टिगेशन में नहीं फंसना है, और हम लोग चाहते नहीं। आप जानते हैं उनका कल्चर क्या है, सीपीएम का क्या कल्चर था, कांग्रेस का क्या कल्चर था, जानबूझकर ये सब करते हैं। इनका कुछ नहीं होगा, ये सब देखिए 5 साल के बाद हमेशा आता रहता है। दूसरा
Power-packed day today. The polling has begun in Tripura as we speak. A three-cornered fight in Tripura as we speak. The left and the Congress alliance seeking to oust BJP that has been in power in the state of Tripura. Lost a lot of first-time voters as well as voting is taking place in the state. Remember, 60 seats are up for grabs and 259 candidates are in the fray.
अभी मेरा कहने का मतलब यही है, अभी जो वोट शांतिपूर्ण हो रहा है, 4 बजे से जो होने से त्रिपुरा में वो शांति बस सुकून मिल जाएगा। ठीक है, कुछ दिन पहले वो वोट इलेक्शन हो रहा, बाई इलेक्शन भी हो रहा है, हुआ पूर्णगम भी वोट हुआ, शांतिपूर्ण वोट नहीं हुआ। अभी जो वोट हो रहा है ना, जब लाइन देखे कितना लाइन चल रहा है, तभी शांतिपूर्ण होने से पूर्णगम में हम वोट नहीं दिया नहीं, बाई इलेक्शन में वोट नहीं दिया। अभी आज असेंबली इलेक्शन में हम वोट दे रहे हैं, ये मेरा खुशी है। सारा त्रिपुरा में शांति मिल जाएगा, शांति आ जाएगा। हाँ, वोट देने जो पार्टी आएगा, जो सीट में बैठेगा, वो सारा त्रिपुरा में शांति के कायम मिल आ जाएगा, डेवलपमेंट हो जाएगा, बहुत कुछ हो रहा है। शांति होने से सब कुछ शांति मिल जाएगा। हम शांतिपुरा में आर टाउन बरदाली मोहम्मद रफीक मियाँ।
बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है, मतलब फर्स्ट टाइम दे रही हूँ तो बहुत एक्साइटमेंट है कि कैसा होने वाला है, मतलब प्रोसीड्योर एंड ऑल, तो बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है। बहुत ज़रूरी है, हमारी ये फंडामेंटल राइट है कि हम भी कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट करें टू द स्टेट, कि कौन हमारे रिप्रेजेंटेटिव बने इन द स्टेट, एंड बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है कि डेवलपमेंट एंड फॉर एवरीथिंग इन द स्टेट।
Absolutely, very important. It's a constitutional right as well as a constitutional duty. इसीलिए सुबह सुबह उठ के आ गए सब पूरे फैमिली के साथ।
क्या आशाएं हैं उनसे?
Being someone of my age group, I would say more jobs in the city. When I say jobs, just not government jobs, right? Private players should come up into the state as well. That would change the economic condition, the stature in which we stand right now. And most importantly, I'd say no post-war violence. We have seen in last 2 elections, not only in 18, even 13. I'm old enough to remember all this. So that's all. What else?
All right, so it's a pitched battle in Tripura as we speak. The voting is underway in more than 3,300 polling stations. In fact, the voter turnout till 9 a.m. is a little above 11% as we speak. Specifically in Dhalai, where the voting is more than 11% till 9 a.m. In Gomati, where it is 9.75%. In Kowai, which is 8.44%. North Tripura, where the voting has been more than 12%, in fact close to 13% voting that has been recorded till 9 a.m. South Tripura, meanwhile, has seen a low voter turnout till 9 a.m. beg your pardon, which is just a little above 6%. So in North Tripura, the voter turnout has been more than 12%, whereas in South Tripura, the voting percentage a little above 6%, relatively low compared to North Tripura, whereas in other regions, specifically in Thane, where the voter turnout has been 11.65%, in Gombati, less than 10%, 9.75%. West Tripura, it's been close to 15%, 14.56% is the voter turnout till 9 a.m. as we speak. So three-cornered fight in Tripura, and 60 seats, of course, up for grabs, and 259 candidates are in fray for the 60 seats. We have Amit Singh live, who's joining us from Agartala. Amit, if you can talk to us more about the voter turnout till now. We understand the voter turnout has been higher in North Tripura compared to South Tripura till now.
देखिए समीक्षा, इस वक्त मैं अगरतला में हूँ। ये पोलिंग स्टेशन है तुलसीवाड़ी स्कूल, जहाँ पर कुछ वक्त पहले मुख्यमंत्री मानिक शाह वोट कर गए। देखिए यहाँ पर चूंकि जो शहरी इलाके हैं समीक्षा, वहाँ पर वोटिंग टर्नअराउंड थोड़ा ज़्यादा है, क्योंकि जो गांव के इलाके हैं वहाँ पर पोलिंग जो स्टेशन है वो थोड़ा दूर है और गाँव के लोग थोड़ा सा कम जागरूक भी हैं अपने वोटिंग को लेकर। हालांकि शहरों की बात करें तो लगातार यहाँ पर वोटिंग सुबह 7 बजे शुरू होकर भीड़ आप देखिए कि क्यू कितनी लंबी यहाँ पर क्यू है। महिलाएं भी हैं, यंगस्टर्स भी, यूथ भी हैं। कुल 60 सीटों पर वोटिंग हो रही है। 8 जिले हैं, 28 लाख से ज़्यादा वोटर्स अपना वोट कास्ट करने वाले हैं और बीजेपी इस बार सोच रही है कि वो फिर से सत्ता में आने की कोशिश करे। कुछ लोग यहाँ पर हैं, मैं उनसे बात करता हूँ। क्या नाम है आपका?
मोहम्मद अशीक।
मोहम्मद जी, वोट करने जा रहे हैं, क्या मसले दिमाग में, किन मुद्दों पर वोट कर रहे हैं?
वो मुद्दा विकास का मुद्दा है।
क्या नाम है आपका?
लकी घोष।
लकी जी, किस मुद्दे पर वोट करने के लिए?
विकास, ओनली विकास।
क्या नाम है आपका?
संतुल बोलेंगे।
किस मुद्दे पर वोट करने आए?
उन्नयन के बारे में, उन्नयन विकास की।
तो समीक्षा, देखिए लोग यहाँ विकास के मुद्दे पर वोट कर रहे हैं। हालांकि इस बार कांग्रेस और सीपीएम साथ में कोalition करके फाइट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन पिछली बार कांग्रेस का खाता नहीं खोला था। और एक और बड़ी पार्टी है जिसके लिए बहुत चर्चा हो रही है कि जो मोथा पार्टी है वो भी करीब 47 सीटों पर अपने कैंडिडेट उतार रही है, लेकिन बीजेपी को लगता है कि ये तमाम जो इलाके हैं वहां पर उनके वोट शेयर्स पर ज्यादा असर नहीं पड़ने वाला है। लेकिन यहाँ सुबह से वोटिंग लगातार जारी है और सुबह से भीड़ देखने को मिल रही है। समीक्षा।
Yes. So Amit, they're reporting live from Agartala as we speak. The voter turnout has been relatively high in North Tripura compared to South Tripura. Amit, of course, continues to be with us. Amit, if you can talk to us a little more about this third contender that has entered the fray, Mortha in this case. How much of this is going to be, a tough fight for the BJP as well as the left and the Congress?
मोथा है वो प्रद्युत विक्रम सिंह है, रॉयल फैमिली को बिलोंग करते हैं। उन्होंने एक पार्टी बनाई और करीब 47 कैंडिडेट्स को उन्होंने मैदान पर उतारा है। लेकिन बड़ी बात यह है समीक्षा कि वो ट्राइबल इलाकों में अपने कैंडिडेट उतार रहे हैं, लेकिन जिस तरह से बीजेपी जीत कर आई पिछली बार, इस बार बहुत ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला, क्योंकि वो जो ट्राइबल कैंडिडेट्स हैं वो कहीं ना कहीं लेफ्ट पार्टी का वोट काटेंगे। लेकिन अगर आप वोटिंग परसेंटेज की बात करें तो ओवरऑल जो टर्नआउट करीब वो 11% से ज्यादा का है सुबह 9 बजे तक की अगर बात करें। बाकी जो और इलाके, तस्वीरें मेरे कैमरा पर्सन आपको दिखाते रहेंगे। देखिए महिलाएं भी यहाँ पर क्यू में है। और अगर वोटिंग टर्नआउट की बात करें तो धलाई में करीब 11.5% वोटिंग हुई है। गोमती की बात करें 9.75% है। खोवाई में भी करीब 9% के आसपास वोटिंग है। नॉर्थ त्रिपुरा में वोटिंग का जो पैटर्न है वो करीब 13% है। लेकिन ज्यादातर वो इलाके जो शहरों से जुड़े हैं वहां पर समीक्षा वोट ज्यादा है। टिपरा मोथा की बात करें तो 47 कैंडिडेट्स को उन्होंने मैदान में उतारा है, लेकिन बड़ी बात यह है कि वो कैंडिडेट्स कहीं ना कहीं लेफ्ट पार्टी के वोट बैंक को ही नुकसान पहुंचाएंगे, क्योंकि बीजेपी ने 2018 में जब सरकार बनाई तो 28 सालों तक सीपीएम की गवर्नमेंट यहां पर थी और उसको हटाकर बीजेपी सत्ता में आई। बड़ी बात यह है कि कांग्रेस का खाता इस बार भी खुलना मुश्किल लग रहा है। पिछली बार एक भी कैंडिडेट कांग्रेस का जीत कर नहीं आया था और सवाल इसलिए भी जनता कर रही है क्योंकि बहुत सारे राज्यों में साउथ में सीपीएम और कांग्रेस एक दूसरे के धुर विरोधी हैं, राइवल्स हैं, लेकिन यहां पर वो साथ आकर लड़े। तो जनता इस बात को समझती है कि किस तरह से मैनिपुलेशन वोट्स का हो रहा है, मुद्दों का मैनिपुलेशन हो रहा है। लेकिन यहाँ पर एजुकेशन, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर और साथ ही साथ जो क्राइम के इवेंट्स यहाँ बहुत होते हैं वो बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है यहाँ की पब्लिक के लिए।
All right, Amit, thank you for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you. So, Amit, beg your pardon, is reporting live from Agartala as the voting is underway. A little over 11% voter turnout that has been recorded till 9 a.m. as we speak. Remember, it's a three-cornered fight in Tripura, where the left and the Congress are fighting the polls together, whereas the BJP is looking to retain power in the state of Tripura. 60 seats, of course, up for grabs. 259 candidates in the fray. Left Congress alliance looking to oust BJP from Tripura. Meanwhile, the third contender that has emerged, which is the Motha party, remains to be seen how much of a tough challenge the third contender gives to the BJP as well as the Left Congress alliance. All right, we'll slip into a very short break for now, but do not go anywhere. Our live coverage to continue from Tripura, where the polling is underway. Over 11% voter turnout that's recorded till 11 a.m. Meanwhile, anger mounts over Jawan's murder in Tamil Nadu, outrage across the country as India demands justice for Lance Naik. Prabhu. And BBC continues to face IT heat. Surveys at offices in Mumbai and the national capital.
The light combat helicopter Prachand, which is indigenously manufactured by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, it's been loaded with rockets and missiles as well. And focusing over here is this turret gun, which has again been manufactured by the HAL. These are 70 rockets which will be loaded into the Prachand. 10 of these Prachands have been taken by the Indian Air Force, and 5 of them are with the Indian Army as of now, and we have 15 of them with us. And this definitely puts India on a high pedestal.
सेना के कुछ नेता बीबीसी दफ्तर के बाहर ये लोग बैनर पोस्टर लेकर पहुंचे हुए हैं और लगातार बीबीसी का विरोध ये कर रखे हैं। बीबीसी को लेकर लगातार नारेबाजी इनके द्वारा की जा रही है। और ये देखिए, पुलिस जो है अब इनके बैनर पोस्टर लेकर यहाँ से इन्हें हटाने की कोशिश कर रही है। तस्वीरें आप देख लीजिए। और अब पुलिस ने इनसे बैनर पोस्टर ले लिए हैं और यहाँ से इन्हें हटाने की कार्रवाई लगातार चल रही है।
जो देश दशकों से सबसे बड़ा डिफेंस इंपोर्टर था, वो अब दुनिया के 75 देशों को डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
Why, sir? But why?
No, don't.
We'll speak, sir.
No, I won't speak.
About your statement.
No, I won't speak.
That you made yesterday.
No, I don't want to speak. Oh, please. I don't want to speak.
What's wrong in that?
I don't want to speak. That's all. Why do you want to force me?
No, I'm not forcing you. I'm
Yes,
just
you're
asking
telling
you.
me to speak.
No. Actually, you have made this statement
That's
yesterday.
what camera.
I'm just asking. Actually, folks have made this statement yesterday, and are you still stand with your statement?
Light utility helicopter, which is being designed and manufactured by the HAL. So a massive development by the...
Starting with Newsbreak coming in from Canada, where we've got a lead in the Canada Temple vandalism probe. The Canadian police has now said that the attack was a motivated hate crime after conducting preliminary investigation into the hate attack which happened at the temple in Canada. The police has also urged citizens to share information with the police regarding the incident. The police, meanwhile, has assuaged the concerns of the Hindu community that such crimes will not be tolerated. So, sources of course, the sources telling that the police has, of course, taken cognizance of this hate-motivated crime which happened in Canada, where a Hindu temple was vandalized. Anti-India graffiti which was there or painted on the walls of this particular temple in Canada. Meanwhile, the police has urged citizens to share information with them regarding the incident, and also after conducting the preliminary probe, the police is now treating this matter as hate-motivated crime. So hate-motivated crime that has been established after this temple was vandalized in Canada. Meanwhile, the police has ensured that the Hindu community the Hindu community that such crimes will not be tolerated. Amandeep getting us this news break. Amandeep, once again, if you could give us those details of what the Canada police has to share, the details on the probe so far, and anything about the lead into who these miscreants were behind the hate attack in this temple.
Well, Samiksha, so far the unidentified people have done it. Their identification is yet to be ascertained. And meanwhile, Peel police have launched a preliminary investigation in which they have learned that this was a hate-motivated crime. And in fact, in their first statement against this incident, they have specifically mentioned this term, that this is hate-motivated crime against the Hindu community as well. And meanwhile, they have also ensured the safety and the security of the Hindu community, who was continuously facing such kind of incidents when they are peacefully exercising their religion in Canada. And even Peel police has also released the numbers to get the information of those who are actually involved in this incident, or anybody knows anything about this incident. Peel police have requested all the citizens of Canada and even Mississauga that at least is there any information available with the public, so kindly share regarding this incident, just because that is going to be the biggest help in the entire investigation against the defacing of Ram Mandir in Mississauga. And now the police is taking this very seriously, since all the authorities have released the statement and condemned the incident, and they have ensured the safety and the security of the Hindu community in Canada. This was the fourth incident, Samiksha, that how the temples are being defaced by pro-Khalistani and the anti-Indian slogans, and in fact anti-Modi slogans. And these graffitis were very much normal outside the temples and on the walls of the temples. But Ram Temple in Mississauga incident is turning point to this entire pro-Khalistani movement. And now it seems to be like that police is taking it very seriously.
Yes.
They are not going to tolerate this hate-motivated crime. Yes, Samiksha.
Amandeep, thank you for the moment. So, of course, the Canadian police has taken cognizance of the hate crime that has come to light from Canada. Remember, it's the second such attack to have happened. The first one, of course, on 31st of January of this year, where the Gauri Shankar Mandir was defaced in Brampton of Canada. Slipping into a very short break for now, but news breaks and top stories to continue on the other side. An IT survey is being held for third consecutive day at BBC offices in Mumbai and the national capital. 2 dead in tragic helicopter crash in Alabama. Authorities say investigation underway.
Light utility helicopter which is being designed and manufactured by the HAL. So a massive development by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the light utility helicopter in this particular category, going on to show that India is moving towards Atmanirbharta, and HAL is definitely going on and providing a shot in the arm for the Air Force sector as well.
Kashmiri Pandits are staging protests here in Jammu, demanding the release of their salaries and also the security in the Kashmir Valley. They are saying till the time that the security is not restored, they won't be going back to the Kashmir Valley. But the Jammu and Kashmir police has imposed section 144 in the area, and they have been asked to move away from the area. The protesters have been detained by the Jammu and Kashmir police after several warnings that were given to the Kashmiri Pandits.
The light combat helicopter Prachand, which is indigenously manufactured by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, it's been loaded with rockets and missiles as well. And focusing over here is this turret gun, which has again been manufactured by the HAL. These are 70 rockets which will be loaded into the Prachand. 10 of these Prachands have been taken by the Indian Air Force, and 5 of them are with the Indian Army as of now, and we have 15 of them with us. And this definitely puts India on a high pedestal.
हिंदू सेना के कुछ नेता बीबीसी दफ्तर के बाहर ये लोग बैनर पोस्टर लेकर पहुंचे हुए हैं और लगातार बीबीसी का विरोध ये कर रखे हैं। बीबीसी को लेकर लगातार नारेबाजी इनके द्वारा की जा रही है और ये देखिए पुलिस जो है अब इनके बैनर पोस्टर लेकर यहाँ से इन्हें हटाने की कोशिश कर रही है। तस्वीरें आप देख लीजिए और अब पुलिस ने इनसे बैनर पोस्टर ले लिए हैं और यहाँ से इन्हें हटाने की कार्रवाई लगातार चल रही है।
जो देश दशकों से सबसे बड़ा डिफेंस इंपोर्टर था, वो अब दुनिया के 75 देशों को डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
Why, sir? But why?
No, don't.
We'll speak, sir.
No, I won't.
About your statement.
No, I won't.
That you made yesterday.
No, I don't want to speak. Go, please. I don't want to speak.
What's wrong in that?
I don't want to speak. That's all. Why do you want to force me?
No, yeah, I'm not forcing you. I'm
Yes,
just
you're telling
asking
me
you.
to speak. I
No,
don't
no. Actually, you have made this statement
That's
yesterday.
करो ऐसे कैमरा।
I'm just asking. Actually, folks have made this statement yesterday, and are you still stand with your statement?
Quick roundup of news and brief from across the globe. Republican Nikki Haley kicked off her 2024 presidential campaign. Haley cast herself as a figure for generational change who can help the party win the White House again and urged voters to put their trust in the new generation. She's the first notable Republican to challenge Trump for the nomination. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg urged the 30-member countries to commit to spending at least 2% of their GDP on defense by a set date as Russia's war on Ukraine and other threats eat into military spending.
It is almost 1 year since Russia launched its full-fledged invasion of Ukraine, the biggest conflict in Europe since World War II. And we see no signs that Russia is preparing for peace. On the contrary, Russia is launching new offensives. Yesterday, Defense Minister Resnikov updated NATO ministers on the situation and Ukraine's most urgent needs. I welcome the new pledges of support made by NATO allies, including more heavy weapons and military training. This is critical. Ukraine has a window of opportunity to tip the balance, and time is of the essence.
China's top diplomat Wang Yi met French Foreign Minister Catherine Colonna for a bilateral meet in Paris. The French capital is the first stop at Wang's tour of Europe. In the coming days, he will also travel to Italy, Hungary, Russia and Germany. French President Emmanuel Macron welcomed the Emir of Qatar at the LC Palace for a bilateral meeting. Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Ali has been in Paris since Tuesday, where he watched Bayern Munich defeat Qatari-owned PSG. Sweden's Prime Minister Kristersson met with Ukrainian President during a visit to the Ukrainian capital to discuss future military aid. Sweden pledged to rush fearsome Archer artillery cannons to Ukraine, but also cautioned the future military aid would have to be balanced with its own defense needs as a would-be future member of the NATO military alliance. At least 12 people were wounded after Russian forces struck a 5-story apartment block in the Ukrainian city. At least 2 more people remained under the rubble after the building in a residential part of the area was fired on at around 10 a.m. local time. Dozens of Michigan State University students took a seat on the state's Capitol steps in protest 2 days after a gunman opened fire on their nearby campus.
Dying. We, the children of the United States of America, are dying every day. How many will die before it is enough?
Hundreds of members of Berlin's Turkish and Syrian communities gathered at Brandenburg Gate to say prayers for the victims of last week's earthquakes that killed more than 41,000 people. Thousands marched in the Colombian capital Bogota protesting against a package of social reforms proposed by President Petro's administration. The first leftist government in Colombia sought to implement tax, labor and healthcare reforms. Alright, that's all we have for you in this edition of our broadcast, live and breaking, to continue on the other side of this very short break. Fate of 259 candidates on the line as first big election of 2023 gets underway.
जो देश दशकों से सबसे बड़ा डिफेंस इंपोर्टर था, वो अब दुनिया के 75 देशों को डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
Why, sir? But why?
No, don't.
We'll speak, sir.
No, I won't speak.
About your statement.
No, I won't speak.
That you made yesterday.
No, I don't want to speak. Go, please. I don't want to speak.
What's wrong in that?
I don't want to speak. That's all. Why do you want to force me?
No, I'm not forcing you. I'm
Yes,
just
you're telling
asking
me
you.
to speak. I
No,
don't
no.
want to speak.
Actually, you have made this statement
That's
yesterday.
what I'm camera.
I'm just asking. Actually, folks have made this statement yesterday, and are you still stand with your statement?
Light utility helicopter which is being designed and manufactured by the HAL. So a massive development by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the light utility helicopter in this particular category, going on to show that India is moving towards Atmanirbharta, and HAL is definitely going on and providing a shot in the arm for the Air Force sector as well.
Kashmiri Pandits are staging protests here in Jammu, demanding the release of their salaries and also the security in the Kashmir Valley. They are saying till the time that the security is not restored, they won't be going back to the Kashmir Valley. But the Jammu and Kashmir police has imposed section 144 in the area, and they have been asked to move away from the area. The protesters have been detained by the Jammu and Kashmir police after several warnings that were given to the Kashmiri Pandits.
The light combat helicopter Prachand, which is indigenously manufactured by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, it's been loaded with rockets and missiles as well, and focused.
Good morning. This is live and breaking on Republic TV. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. The headlines. Fate of 259 candidates on the line as the first big election of 2023 gets underway. There's outrage across the country as India demands justice for Lance Naik Prabhu Singh. Republic TV's relentless coverage forces action. DMK Councillor is arrested, but Stalin dons silence. The BBC continues to face IT heat surveys as offices in Mumbai and the national capital will be continuing for the third day. Two people are dead in a tragic helicopter crash in Alabama. Authorities say an investigation is underway. And Nepal's king makes his first public appearance. Demands of monarchy are made. Well, polling is underway in Tripura in the multi-cornered contest in which the ruling BJP and the Indigenous People's Front of Tripura is facing a challenge from an alliance of the left and the Congress. And then, of course, there is the Tripura Indigenous Progressive Alliance, which has emerged as the newest entrant in the political battle. Now, the results for the elections will be announced on the 2nd of March. About 28.13 lakh voters will decide the fate of 259 candidates that are in the fray. There are a total of 60 constituencies in Tripura. Earlier on, of course, Dr. Manik Saha, who has been the Chief Minister of Tripura for about 10 months now, spoke to Republic TV. He, of course, did appear to be extremely confident of the BJP's chances. All right, let's go across to our political editor, Aishwarya Kapoor. Also joining us from Agartala is Amit Singh. Good morning, Aishwarya. Aishwarya, the BJP, of course, appearing to be very, very confident. Manik Saha was speaking to Republic TV earlier this morning. All right, I think we seem to have lost Aishwarya, the connection with Aishwarya right now. Let's go back to Amit now. Amit, of course, has been reporting from Agartala since this morning. Amit, to begin with, Amit, give us an overall sense of what's happening. 13.69%, that's the voter turnout. It's just still early hours, just 3 hours into polling. And also, you were speaking to a large number of those voters. What appears to be their primary concern as they go in to cast their